Go adventuring, they said. It will be fun, they said. These are low-level enemies, they said. And little did you know, you come out stabbed and poisoned and sexually brutalized. Whew. If you haven't realized by now, I'm talking about Goblin Slayer. Yeah, I'm a few days late, sue me. I'm really slow at putting out videos, so I'm busy. But I finally got around to watching episode 1 and episode 2, and I have to say, what is everyone's pantsuits in a bunch for? Goblin Slayer is pretty much your run-of-the-mill action anime. There's nothing new in here. There's nothing disgusting in here. People have been harping on this rape scene, but the rape scene is so tame, I can put it on YouTube and still be monetized. Yes, YouTube will monetize this rape scene that's so objectionable. And this show seems to think of itself as being like the next Hatred of anime, because every single time it airs, it has to put a little disclaimer saying that viewer discretion is advised and how this may be disturbing to some people. I think people forgot that they're watching anime. This is a show that glorifies a lot of questionable things with questionably aged girls. And rape is nothing new. In fact, tentacle rape is literally a meme because of how prevalent it once was. And probably still is, I'm just not into it. Just go to Hentai Haven if you want to see the degeneracy that gets funded by mainstream studios. And that's not to say any of this is wrong or bad. It's cartoons, it's 2D, do whatever you want. I don't really care. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the outrage of Goblin Slayer versus shows like High School of the Dead or Berserk or any show that really has rape themes in it that were a lot more intense than this. Hell, if people are getting upset about this, what about Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones was just filled with rape and incest. Shouldn't that have just been completely objectionable? How is it that Game of Thrones gets a pass, but Goblin Slayer doesn't? It does seem, however, that rape is going to be a reoccurring theme, or at least the talking about rape is going to be a reoccurring theme, as the second episode starts off talking about rape and mentions rape quite a few times. Now, it's never shown again, at least for now. We're only on episode 2. I don't know if it's going to be super faithful to the manga, which I've never read, so I couldn't even tell you if the manga includes a lot of rape. I'm assuming it does, and in a lot more graphic detail. Some of the other reviews I saw said that it's probably a good thing that they didn't stay too true to the manga, because apparently you get time to actually be attached to these characters that are brutally fucked. But to be fair, these are essentially no skins going into a high combat area. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. For example, you got a guy swinging a longsword in a cave. People who aren't wearing any protection against poisons or anything like that. You also have a mage who can only cast certain spells 3 times. I'm not sure what it is with superheroes now and only being able to blow their load 3 times a day. But pretty much this is literally Get Good the anime. This is Dark Souls of anime. Get good or die repeatedly in gruesome, horrible ways. Goblin Slayer doesn't seem like he's anything supernatural or even anything special. His gear apparently, despite glistening and being pristine CG armor, is apparently dirty and ragged and the lowest class of armor, even compared to some noobs, apparently. He just seems to be the only one smart enough to prepare for combat, do recon on his situation, understand the tactics that his opponents are going to use. The show also kind of gives me a lot of Konosuba vibes. It feels like it's an RPG or MMO kind of world. I mean, you have a guild that's sending out quests for money, and you have mages and archers, all kinds of shit like that. You even have kung fu masters, apparently. All in all, it's just a good anime that happened to have a rape scene in it, which is not new for anime, which isn't even new for 2018 anime. We're living in a time where people were praising Magical Girl Racing Project, myself included, even though God, that was a roller coaster of emotions, especially after the first few episodes when your favorite character doesn't seem to make it. But that had a lot of death of children. We're okay with that. But we're not okay with this. All I'm saying is, you guys need to fucking, I don't know, grow up or something. Please don't start filling anime with a bunch of perpetually offended children. But hey, maybe I'm just in the jaded minority who has no feeling heart. Let me know what you guys think about Goblin Slayer or anything like that. If you guys haven't seen it, it's not that I recommend you go see it if you're not comfortable with these things, but I think you should probably keep an open mind if you're hesitant about seeing it. In any case, I want to know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I do it for the love.